Well, while sipping my coffee, I was wondering what I could show to the people which could be useful to them. It's not just about making a mere video for the sake of making. So, after give it a little bit of thought, I thought, why not show the people that what am I doing right now at this very moment. I mean, right in this moment. It's almost a wee hour where I live and I'm sipping my coffee and I'm doing something very trivial to me, probably not so to the other people. But without further ado, let me show you what actually I'm doing. I don't know how useful it will be to other people, but hope you'll pick up something. So if I go to my terminal, as you can see, I'm basically emerging. I'm sitting on Gentoo right now. I'm emerging some package which is having some sort of update, and I probably need to rebuild some of them with different flags enabled, which I haven't. These are the default updates I got. So after I started them, because I don't want to interrupt the process, I might change some flags. Flags are these, you can see. These are called flags. So I might need to change after I use all this stuff. If something comes, I can see few things are turned off by default, which probably needs some sort of attention to turn it on. So if I encounter, I probably do that. So I'm showing this because that if you are sitting on a Gentoo and if you fiddle with that stuff, basically it can be expanded and collapse and all these things. There is a file called etc portage make.com. It's a known file, right? I'm not showing something new. So I have made some changes, recent changes to this file, because this file will dictate the way portage behave. Portage is an underlying mechanism which is used by a package manager called emerge in Gentoo. So these flags are there to emerge to pick it up. If something blocking, it should keep going. The jobs and loads average basically depends on your CPU and CPU cores and all that. It spit out the verbose conflict is happening. It show me the verbosely why this is happening. At this moment, I'm having a trouble with the update the whole system with specific package, and I'm not yet able to fix it up yet. So I'm doing manual update right now, as you can see behind the scene. And I parallelly installed, otherwise the merge will install one by one. And what else? So my make.conf is not so interesting. I have seen other people make.conf file. They put a lot of stuff in a sense. They probably need all those bells and whistles and other features too. I never bothered to cram in a lot of stuff. My requirements are very minimal, so I keep that thing in that fashion. So this is the file. Basically, you can control so many things in Gentoo. This is a file called make.com. I think it's pretty known. I'm just randomly showing something which might come handy to you. You might query something somewhere, and I don't know. Sorry. There is something I did. If I wanted to see, I wrote a loop yesterday, a simple one, just to show you what are the package right at this moment it's merging and how much time it might take. There is a tool called Genloop, which I have probably discussed about it in my previous video, which will basically track the timing. I do not use Genome. I don't know why I'm getting this package. I probably get rid of it. I don't know why I selected package. I don't use Genome. In fact, I do not use any DE. I run i3 just bare bone on directly on Xorg. So I don't know why I'm pulling this. I probably get rid of it once this is done, because I don't want to interrupt it. As if I do, it doesn't make also any problem, but I don't want to interrupt it, so I might get rid of it because I don't need it anyway. So the problem is that you can see I just ran a while loop just to figure it out. What is the it has got a nice facility. It will show you that what package at this moment it is emerging, and how much time, probable time it need to finish all this stuff. So it's a good indicator, but not necessarily accurate, but it come close. So there is a chance to automate this stuff. I haven't bothered to do so because I can find it out this way or some other way. So it's not a big deal about it. So but the tool is there. If you are sitting on Gentoo, you are probably already discovered it. And yesterday I was stumbled upon a script written by some fella way back, a decade back, and it was showing some emerge in much verbose fashion, in a sense, what is the package it is installing, when it is done on. There are forum page going on for 6 pages, so I went through, because I didn't have anything specific to do yesterday, so I went through almost all the 6 pages of that particular script and hop into the GitHub pages where the person has uploaded. But after giving it some thought, I thought it's not worth the effort to bring it in, because the more third-party stuff you bring into your system, the more headache you get to maintain all the stuff, right? So it's a common way. So people generally used to maintain their third-party stuff, which is not come in default in Gentoo repo. They use a tool called layman, with the overlay interface, where you can think of overlay as AUR of Arc or Slack build of Slackware, where you can find the stuff which is not available on Gentoo official repo. Now that tool has been replaced or superseded by a more native one called eSelect repository, which will show you. Let me show you. Let me. So it brings down all the repository, which third-party repository which you might be If you want to enable any one of them, you need to enable it or disable it with the key, the flag it provides. The eselect repository is the command. So as you can see from that, it download the latest XML file from the uh, from the web to contain whatever the third-party repository is. If you wanted to enable anything specific, you can see the numbers on the left hand side. You can enable it by that or by the name. Okay, you can disable it, enable it. These are the all third-party overlay repositories where the software reside, which is not reside or inside the official Gentoo repo. So, and I do not need all this stuff because the kind of package I use all comes bundled with official Gentoo repo. If something is not there, I build my own e-build. It's pretty darn simple. I have shown that in my previous video, that how you could build e-build in Gentoo to get your own custom repo. So it's pretty easy, pretty simple. So if you can go back to my channel and find out. I have explained it in a clear manner. So this repository, for those if you want something special or something specific which is not available, you can easily use if I run like this, you can see there are a few flags which tell you what exactly you need to do. So how you add stuff and how you remove stuff from it. Okay, so and there are things say for instance, if I wanted to know something like this, so this is JSON Donfield, the WireGuard maintainers repository. If I wanted to know about that, so you can use that too. So basically, if I used to use this, it will show me the information of that particular repository, and it will show you where it points to, how do you, whom to contact, what sort of repository, and all this stuff, right? So if you are in a dire need of getting all those third-party stuff, you probably look into this list but you need to install this particular eselect repository tool from emerge. I'm just showing. If I spell it right, I don't know. You might get it like this, and once you get it, you can run that. See, I have already installed it. That is why I was able to show you all the stuff beforehand. I shown you. So you need to get this tool, and then you can use it. Okay, this is an enhanced version of Layman, which used to use for maintaining third-party repository inside Gentoo. I started the video for some purpose. Now I'm talking about something, but I think all are related. So and so one of the pain point is right now is that I'm not able to WebKit GTK, which is huge. Yesterday I failed to build it after running for almost 3 to 4 hours. It failed, and it continuously failing. I haven't yet figured out why it is failing. After checking all this stuff, probably I'm missing something obvious. But the damn thing is prohibiting the other updates to getting. Uh, so yes, the point is that if you choose to sit on a system, it is not hunky dory. It comes along with some sort of attention. You need to put a lot of attention to get things going. Um to my defense, or to guard my lack of efficiency about it, so I can say sitting on a rolling release, and if you have a clean system, doesn't make it doesn't look good. I'm just trying to be very what I say, trying to guard my inefficiency. So the efficient or smart or better people, they could have their system absolutely clean and proper. I used to have I don't know, I time to time I stumbled upon that my system is not getting cleaned up properly, like as you can see on the behind the scene, that I have some preserved libraries. If I try to build it, it as you see, the WebKit GTK damn thing is building for 3 to 4 hours, then it fails. So in chain it fail other stuff, which is stopping me to get a clean update. So I have to do a lot of stuff by hand, because it's my inability to not find it out in a proper way. If you have a clear cut understanding, please do let me know in the comment section so I can follow it. In fact, I'm getting a typical, what I say. Let me. I'm running a convoluted, uh, not so clean way of doing the world merge. Because I have as I mentioned, WebKit GTK is huge and it's continuously failing, so I ignored it. Likewise, docutils and libffi. So I see. So there is a trouble, and there is a trouble with Cairo. I need to fix that to get all other updates, because it's blocking all other updates in the system to be enlisted until I resolve it. That is the kind of price you need to pay when you are sitting on a kind of bleeding edge system. But it's all right. But in the process, you probably know the distribution well, which I have learned. Still, I'm learning. Um, the learning curve is always up. And it takes some time for me at least to learn all this stuff. So I'm still learning, basically. So a lot of things, but it has got nothing to do with Linux. It's specifically Gentoo-specific stuff. It's a common myth that sitting on a rolling release or some other popular distro, people claim that that's bullshit. If you are sitting on that kind of distro, you will learn about that particular distro, not about Linux. To learn Linux, you have to go to somewhere else to pick it out or figure it out something else. So these like this problem, this is a typical Gentoo problem. It has got nothing to do with Linux. Okay. So sitting on a specific distro, you if you want to get efficient, or if you want to get very familiar with it, you have to do lot of researching and lot of trial and error method. Because I lack of bent of mind, so I do lot of trial and error, and sometimes it takes days to get things straightened out, and it's been the case for a long time. It's not about today. So the moment I started to using Linux on my laptop and desktop, it's become part and parcel that I have to do a lot of trial and error method to get things going. So I don't know how much this video will help people, but I thought to bring up the few little details that people who are using this distro might encounter on a frequently basis. I have screwed up my system many a times. Now the screwing up is less because I become much more aware of the system where I'm operating. So it's a journey. It's a way of discovering stuff. So few people get it faster, but I'm getting slow because of my lack of paint of mind. Again, I'm saying, so I get it very slowly, but hopefully, surely that at some point I probably have no issue. I don't live in a utopian world. There will be some problem if I mitigate the present one. It bound to happen because that's how life operates. So this is the kind of stuff that I wanted to show you. That if you incline to sit on Gentoo, you brace yourself with a kind of mentality and attitude that I need to spend some time to fix all this stuff. Sometime you need to go to the forum or IRC channel, which I rarely use and don't like it basically. Forum is alright. You need to ask a lot of people, those who are familiar with that particular project or software system. So it might take days to discover something after having conversation to and forth and a lot of stuff. It took so many times in the past for me to discover. I posted a lot of stuff in the forum of my stupid acts and people helped me out, so I figured it out, then I go back and post it out, something like that. It's still happening, although I post very little because I encounter few trivialities which is fixed by me somehow, and I like typical human being, I become selfish and not publish it to the forum or ask so other people get benefited out of it. But I write blog and I make videos about if I something uncanny encounter. This video is one of them, that where I'm explaining that you might encounter, not necessarily you will encounter, but you might encounter if you are sitting on Gentoo. So you have to be very patient to get things resolved for you, otherwise it will be difficult to get along with this kind of stuff. Hopefully it is not very screwed up at this moment, but I still need to fix a lot of stuff. This is what so I hope this kind of this is informative stuff that you might get it. It basically show what are your environment in where you are sitting on with the info flag. These are the very common stuff people use. People ask for it in a Gentoo forum. I like that forum because people are very elaborative and to the point, and you need to provide, because every system is different. Until unless you provide them the exact detail of your system, people will not be able to help you properly. You can get away with the airy-fairy stuff with the other distribution. I'm not saying they are bad, but the explicit nature of this distribution will, if you want some help in the forum section, you are supposed to give a lot of information to the people to understand the people. It's not their fault, they are right. they don't know what is running in your system until unless they become very sure about what you are running. So how could they provide you the solution, right? So these are the stuff which might help them. So there is a facility to Gentoo called wget paste. Through that you can paste it to the paste bin and give it the URL to the forum so they can have a look at it. There is a several way to get your help. The best possible way to get your help to like this kind of distribution or any other distribution, to provide the relevant information, not giving too much information. People then started to skim those information. Provide the relevant information. You have to have some sort of uncanny picking, so which comes with regular use, that you can figure it out what is good, what is required, what you should not share, what you should share. These things comes along when you started to using it on a regular basis. So this matters a lot because the people you are asking help, but they will have limited time, so they will look for a specific the more specific and to the point you are, the better chance of getting help. Okay, so and it's been the case for a long time. So this is a kind of random video which probably helps someone, so I hope it will be useful for some people. Thanks for watching.